Okay, I'm in the Eilat bus station where I was dropped off 2 days ago. Apart from my trip to the Red Sea and my chance to rest, I'm not sure that this was a good idea. The whole intention really, the other day, was to just, with that woman Megan, was to jump on and bloody move on. But this is typical. I did ask if it's okay to film in here, and it is, so put on the soldiers, take exception. There's no bullet, a young Israeli woman, extremely beautiful and, well, not so much beautiful, but turned out, toned. I think so many of them are in the reserves. They have, extensive training, physical training to keep them in condition, so there's a lot of very fit women here. But this is a bus station. This is smaller, a lot smaller than, say, Cardiff, and it has, soldiers everywhere. Anyway, I got my one-way ticket to Jerusalem. I should have got this the other day, because now I've got my flight tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the evening. This is not that far away from Jerusalem, but really got to get there today. 4-hour journey to Jerusalem. And find somewhere to stay, and I've got basically this evening and tonight and maybe tomorrow morning possibly to explore it. So it hasn't worked out really that well, because were it not for that bad weather delay and the stupid departure time, I would have had a good night's sleep, left early, got here, got on the bus to Jerusalem, and had 2 full days there. So, and this was the original point of coming. Not Petra, that was kind of an add-on. Lovely though it was, don't get me wrong, but that was that was an afterthought. Oh yeah, why don't we do Petra? Why don't I do Petra while I'm at it? Anyway, I got over an hour, or nearly an hour. The Israeli landlady kind of let me down. She promised me she would take me to this bus stop. It's not far away from the flat, maybe 15-20 minutes walk, and I knew that, but I didn't know quite what direction it was, because she picked me up the other night, but I didn't know quite what direction it was. So I thought this would happen. I woke up nice and early, knocked on the door a decent hour, just to check, because if I'd relied on her, I would have missed this bloody bus, and I think this is the last one, I'm told. Well, she told me this is the only one. Last one of the day, 7 and 10. This is a different one, okay? But that's not the way it turned out. So it's a good job, really, that I checked, and she wouldn't answer the door. The guy, there's a guy there, he was calling her for me, but he didn't speak any Hebrew, and he wouldn't let me speak to her on the phone until I insisted. And then she said, oh yeah, but I can do, you don't have to do that. Standard of English isn't as good as I expected. Most people speak basic English. There's very few people who speak it really, really well, like I expected. Anyway, I'm on my way to Jerusalem, and that'll make me relax now, because I'll be short travelling distance from the airport. What I didn't want to be doing, if this was the last bus of the day, was miss it, and then I got to find a place to stay in this place. And I've never felt so lonely, because when I stay, you stay in a hostel, you immediately hook up with other people, with other travellers. That's happened in all the other places, since I stayed in. And in Morocco it happened too. But this, basically living in somebody's flat when they're not around, it gave me time to rest, but it really didn't make me feel happy. So I'm a bit disappointed. I've still got some time. I don't know what time I'm going to get there or how close I'm going to be to the old city, and if I'm going to have time to squeeze things in. Because the flight is at 7 in the evening. You're told to arrive at least 3 hours before that to allow for the extra check-in at the Israeli airport. So I'm going to arrive 4 hours to be on the safe side. Maybe an hour journey. It takes you back to 5 hours. It takes you back to 2 o'clock. So I've basically got, I'd say, between up until 1 o'clock to actually explore tomorrow. That's basically tomorrow. This guy's laughing at me. No, he's not, he's on the phone to somebody. Anyway, there we go, I've got an hour and wait now. Okay, now we're moving, and we're on the way to Jerusalem via the Dead Sea, and this is the view of Eilat. A mark of the fact I'm Israel. I'm not going to try and film shoulders earlier, soldiers, because there are two armed Israeli force soldiers at the back of the bus. Excellent view. It's a desert. Let's see. We're going past the beach yet, but we will soon, I think. It's a slightly grey day here. Certainly compared to Eilat. Okay, well here I am at long last. This is the New Jerusalem where I just came from. It's the old city walls, not the Wailing Wall, but the old city walls. And in there is the old city where I'm heading, and there should be a hotel in there for me. But it's bloody freezing. I just can't believe how this is like the worst January in Britain, and yeah, I've just come from the best June in Britain, in Eilat. It's unbelievable. The guy on the tram, there's a tram that takes you from the train station here. It'd be a lot simpler the second time I did it than the first time, I think. Or at least if I was coming back the same way, which I won't be. But it's freezing. I really made a mistake, I think. It's just so cold. I can't imagine doing anything tonight. I'm just going to go in there, hopefully find some decent to sleep the night. Maybe, just possibly, I can get something done tonight with luck and tomorrow morning, because I'm likely to be off at 1 o'clock. I don't want any messing around. I don't want to be at Ben Gurion Airport by 3 o'clock. I think I need to allow an hour and a half plus from my hotel, you know, with the messing around, unless I have unless I share a cab, because it's like 50 shekels, which is, it's not that much actually. It's £8. But yeah, I'll probably do that actually. It's not worth messing around, especially if I can share a cab. Anyway, here I am, Jerusalem, the old city. Finally got here. Whether I'll get a chance to do much, I don't know. But there you are. But honestly, it's so cold. Look, stupid. Okay, well here I am in Jerusalem, the old city, and it's about 9:15. It's very quiet. It is a Monday. But again, I'll never complain about the weather in Britain again. I mean, look at it. After Eilat, down in the south, this is the weather that greets me in Jerusalem. Dull grey skies. This could easily be Britain, easily. It's actually quite warm right now, but it's freezing yesterday. But you got people in, you know, rubbish carts going up and down here, cleaning things up. It kind of spoils the experience of this, which is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, when Christ was crucified. Anyway, it's gone now. Here we go. Here is the famous church, and they try to keep everything untouched. I remember reading, I kid you not, you see there's a ladder there. That ladder's been there from 1883. It hasn't moved. Somebody put it in there to do some work, left it in there, and they've never touched it since. It's become, you know, leave it. Promise you. I can't swear to it myself personally, of course. But there you go. So that ladder, I think they moved it once when they did some other work in between, like 5 inches to the right or something. But kid you not, so that ladder's been there since 5 years before the Jack the Ripper murders. Anyway, I'm going to go in now, okay? Okay, if I'm reading this correctly, it does say crucifixion. So this is the path to the famous rock up there somewhere. I'll leave that a little while till I explore the rest of the church. I'm kind of doing my best now to take in everything. If this is the first day here of first day of my trip rather, I'd be filming and videoing everything. I'm trying to do that, but I would be doing it eagerly because I feel so ill. Some people doesn't stop people drawing graffiti. Notice there's holiness in this place. This is not a place where Christ is crucified. This is I don't know what it is. It's a cave room off the main dome area. I have no idea where that leads. Should I find out? Doubt it. But I find it hard to squeeze everything in. I just really want to go home. You know, and yet I'm in the place where Christ was probably crucified. So a quick go up here, maybe I'll find something interesting. I doubt it though. Just a door. I have to give it to them, it's extremely quiet today. I mean, I'm here all alone in this place. It'd be nice to know what exactly this is, because it's been walled off, so presumably that is important. That's the base of the rock, I presume, where Christ was crucified. That's pretty amazing, but it must be important if they've walled that off. There's nothing here to explain what it is. Clearly there's a heavy rock face in this. They built this alongside a rock face of some sort. It's impressive. Well, so there it is. Must be. I'm going to touch the top of it, I think. Once again, I'm not sure of the significance of this. I'm assuming this is a piece of the rock face. I bowed down and said a prayer, 2 prayers actually. Kiss the rock as they've done. Said the Lord's Prayer and a personal one. The ironic thing is, of course, I don't have any photographs or film of that. I suppose I could have asked somebody. But a couple of other people got a photograph of me doing it. Okay, I'm going to do the ultimate thing now. Here is the famous spot where you can touch the rock face, I think. Okay, this is me going to touch this stone. Bye. I wanted the guy, the very bearded Rasputin-looking guy you may or may not have seen, to film me, but he didn't seem to get it. So I had to set the camera up on one of that seat over there and do it that way. Okay, I think that's it for this church. See what else I can squeeze in the old city. I think I've got another 2 hours in here before I kind of have to leave my hotel. That will be more or less good time. Okay, this is one of the many churches in Old Jerusalem. It's a Christian church, clearly. Not sure what denomination, but very impressive. And again, I'm the only one here. That's what I find amazing. Bear in mind how well known it is. You think these places would be packed. Remarkable. You know, I just sit down here, so I'm really feeling the cold and the badness in my legs, and I'm trying to sit down every chance I can. I don't want to sound like a big moaner on this tape, but I really feel ill. Kind of gotta hand it to the Israelis and to this city. This is the Rampart walk. In other words, a walk along the actual external walls of the old city. Look how quiet it is. You know, I'm just really surprised, even in the off-season, just how quiet it is. And we saw a few people who were in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. I'm not complaining, that was wonderful. Really, I mean, wow. Anyway, I was hoping to squeeze in the Dome of the Rock, which is the site of the old Temple of Solomon, as well as the place where Prophet Muhammad made his ascension to heaven. I haven't made it to the Wailing Wall yet, but I think I've got 2 hours, maybe 3 before I leave. Problem is, I think I'm supposed to check out of my place at 10 o'clock, which is 15 minutes ago. They'll let me keep my stuff there, they said, but you know, the room has got to be empty, which it isn't. So I don't care, I'm just going to leave it. But I'm in two minds what I do now. You know, do I try going up to the Dome of the Rock, which is on top of the city, you know? There's the Dome of the Rock. No, never mind. There's the Dome of the Rock. And there's me basically here. No idea how long that'll take to walk. There's lots of places to sit down as well, lots of public benches and so on, and they don't charge for any of this stuff. That's the amazing thing. No charge for entering the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. No charge for entering anything. So kudos, Israelis. Actually, you do have to pay to use most of this Rampart. It's only 16 shekels, which is about, yeah, works out 275, which, you know, for a one-off visit isn't bad. And it's supposed to take me right round the city, more or less, to the Dome of the Rock and so on. So I think I'll probably just do this, wherever it ends up, go straight back to my place, leave, as long as it's after 12. Walk back to the train station, because I know it's walking distance, just follow the tram lines. Have something to eat after I bought a ticket, and then go to be at the airport and not have to worry. See you later. And there I think it is, the Dome of the Rock, site of the old Temple of Solomon, also the place where Muhammad made his ascension to heaven, hence that's a mosque there, the world's most holy, I think. Well, after the one in Mecca maybe. I'm sure I'm not thinking too straight right now. Anyway, it's good to see it, good to know I got to see it. Okay, probably my last big thing before I go back to the hotel, pack and leave. I'm now near the temple, near the Dome of the Rock, which is part of the old, built on the site of the old Temple of Solomon. And here we are, the remnants of that wall, sometimes often called the Western Wall, or more colloquially, the Wailing Wall. Just have a look at this though, just before I take you over. Bar mitzvah. It's a bar, a pub. with a pen name. I'm looking forward to getting home. I only just hope that we get back and get to the station in time for the last train, because I'm told the last train from Luton is 12 o'clock. That's pushing it a little. If we touch down at 10:30, allow an hour for maybe clearing, baggage collection and getting out. It's pushing it, really is. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do if I can't. If I get the last train, it won't be a problem. I'll be back in London, and you know, even if we miss the last tube back, which I don't think I will, then shouldn't be a problem anyway. Waiting wall. I'm not going to do any wailing though, okay? I'm not Jewish. So there we are. Jason at the wailing wall. Not sure if it's a wedding or bar mitzvah. Looks like a bar mitzvah. And there's the wall here. On the 947 bus to Ben Gurion. Should get there plenty of time. Looking forward to getting home tonight, but one final hurdle really. It's not passport control and all right here in Israel or even back home, but can I get back into central London before the tube shuts down? If not, I'll have to take a night bus. Stratford. Made it. Caught the last tube, literally 60 seconds to spare. I'm not kidding you. I was on the platform when it pulled in. Really pleased with that. Could have been so much worse, having to go down to Oxford Circus and get a night bus. N25 home. But here I am. Okay. That concludes my trip to Israel and Jordan in the Middle East. Thank you. Welcome home, Jason.